LJ Compliance Lady here. Today's topic of discussion is Bank Bribery Act. So get on board with me. We're going into our time machine at 1985.
But to understand the future, we have to go back in time.
In 1985, the Bank Bribery Amendments Act put into place that they wanted to do something to help banks and their customers protect themselves against corruption. So they said, hey banks, we need you to start training your employees, putting some policies and procedures into place, and also you have to have this stuff called ethics. So without further ado, follow me and we're going to jump in, time machine, and we're going to learn all about it. You're probably wondering, what exactly is this Bank Bribery Act? I mean, I'm not taking bribes. What are you talking about? Well, regulators thought that it would be a good idea to put something in place so that banks and their employees could follow through with these rules. So they really helped by establishing ethics. Your particular bank and what they may have already in place, they either have something called the ethics policy or they may have a code of conduct. Either way, you want to make sure that you're familiar where it's located and what's in that document. Ethics 101. Learn your policies. If you don't know it by heart, at least know where to find it. Ask somebody. I would recommend that you seek it out and make sure that you read it through and understand it to make sure you're following the rules. Everybody has to have ethics. That being said, not just you have to follow this. This goes right up the top. Your president, your CEO, as well as your board of directors have to follow the ethics policy. The ethics policy has a lot of good stuff in there. It doesn't just talk about, hey employee, we don't want you to take money from people to do favors. It goes into a lot of detail. It says conflict of interest stuff like, yeah, we understand you want a second job because you want to buy that nice Ferrari because you're cool, but you can't take the job for somebody at a competing bank. These are the types of things that it's going to talk about, and it's also going to bring up a lot of important details about what the bank is considering risky and what their comfort level is for gifts and things of that nature. So check it out, learn it, live it, love it. Let's talk about things that are acceptable. We're talking about gifts, and don't take gifts from customers or don't do things to solicit new business. So you're going to solicit this realtor. What we really want to talk about is, how is that affecting us as a bank? What is the bank going to say? Hey, we get it that you need to keep doing business and you need to keep sales coming in, so we're going to allow you to do certain things or accept certain things. So make sure you read your details. A good example of that might be the realtor says, hey, let's go out to lunch, and they buy your lunch. A bad example of that is the realtor says, I got this 120-foot yacht. I'm going to give it to you and your family for the week so you can cruise around the Mediterranean. That's not even reasonable. So take a step back. Think about that. You got a brain. Use it. And look into whether or not that's acceptable. If you don't know, ask. Just ask. Go to your boss. Go to your management. Go to somebody and tell them, hey, this person's offering me their 120-foot yacht to sail around the Mediterranean. What do you say? You want to join me? More than likely they're going to say, no way. Keep walking.
Walk this way, told this way. Walk this way, told this way.
So, the moral of the story is, look, listen, learn, and you'll be safe. Capiche? Well, let's do a little pop quiz just to see where you're at. So let's assume Mr. Smith comes in with a gift of appreciation. The gift contains a nice plate of Christmas cookies that he's made for you, just to say thanks. We really enjoy working with you, and we're very grateful for the service you've provided us. Can you accept the cookies?
Bueller.
Okay, enough of that. Yes, you can take the cookies. The cookies are not a thing of value that are going to make you do something that would be potentially corrupt for that customer, in return for those cookies. I mean, Really? Really? I mean, they'd have to be really damn good cookies if you did. I'm just saying. I will not take bank bribes. Oh, no, 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 no. It's not as simple as that. Bob, tell them what they won. If you are subject to violating of the Bank Bribery Act, you could be subject to $1 million in penalties, or up to 3 times the value of the thing. But wait, there's more. You could be in prison for up to 30 years.
We're back on the train.
So, all things aside, folks, what do you say? I think it's a little bit easier to just read your policies, know them, and not have to worry about doing this in your after school time. Know what I mean? Well, that's it for Bank Bribery Act. I appreciate your time. I hope you had fun. I promised it wouldn't be painful. Thank you. And stay tuned. We'll have some more regulations posted in the future. Bye now. Go home. Bye-bye. Goodbye. We're done. Go home.